You're listening to Sheep, where we put the funny back into the news. I'm Andrew Bolton, and with me, as always, my fellow sheepalite, Mel Fessenden. All right, and we are back with another episode.
Hello, everyone. It is I, Mel Bolton.
And me, Andrew Bolton. And together we are...
Der Sheep. We had fun with it.
I had no idea where you were going.
I had turned into Tarzan.
Oh, is that what that was going? I thought you were
I
like
guess George of the Jungle.
Oh, yeah, I thought you were like a Spanish conquistador.
I was, and then I realized I didn't know how to sing like a Spanish conquistador.
But George of the Jungle.
It's a good go-to.
That one I
good
know for
vocal practice.
Oh, yeah? That's the warm-up?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, what's her name from The Hills Are Alive? Oh, Sound of Music. I think she warmed up with George of the Jungle's call.
That?
Do, re. Yeah.
You tried to push it there. It didn't work.
Yeah, I made it work.
Nobody else thinks so. And I'm the only other person in the room.
T-Bone's got my back.
T-Bone, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, he's all back.
Yeah, he is. T-Bone baby got back. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Strap yourselves in, everyone. Andrew's going.
That's right. All right. So a United Kingdom's UK groomed-to-be tried to hold up store after losing wedding money in crypto scam.
Well, when you lose your mind after you do something stupid.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it's that moment where you took the risk and you're like, this might not work out, but I'm going to go for it. And then it really doesn't work out. And you're like, all right, what's my plan B? Because I didn't actually plan one.
Yeah, that's when you do something like that when you realize the girl you're with is better than you and you're trying to keep her around.
Oh.
I mean, technically, I guess you're already engaged, so it's not... You've
right.
done your job. But it's just there's some insecurities that men have that we think that by financially being... How do I
stable.
put this? Not even just stable. It's not just stable.
No, you need to be growing.
Well, it's not just even growing, but already be there. And already be at that point where you're making six figures. Right? There's a certain mentality, I think.
Yeah, guys believe that, and we love you guys for your personality.
Right, and you guys don't egg that on at all.
Nope.
Yeah, that's purely made up in your mind, guys.
I'm definitely not leaving signs around of just wanting to be a stay-at-home housewife.
Yeah, no. So a British groom-to-be was caught on camera getting tackled while trying to hold up a store. Just moments after learning he'd lost the money to pay for his wedding in a crypto scam, a court was told.
Is this like cryptocurrency that we're talking about? Gosh. I was right.
What other crypto would there be?
I'm just making sure. That's the only crypto I know, but I also don't know anything technology-wise. So
You're like, it could be a new cereal that has to deal with pharaohs. Oh.
Could be.
Cryptos. I get it.
Well,
I made the joke, so obviously.
Yeah, it was an okay joke. We'll settle for it.
Charity worker Lewis Crosby. He's a charity worker, too. Oh.
So, yeah, that was all his money.
Yeah.
He kind of...
It's always
by
the charity...
By no means is this right, but you really feel for the guy.
Yeah, because he was trying to pay for his wedding, or he had the money for his wedding, and he bet it all on this crypto thing, so he was betting it all on a life. And not just a wedding.
My heart aches for him.
And then it's a little sad.
It is.
Yeah. So charity worker Lewis Crosby, 25, even when you see a picture of the guy, it's even sadder looking because the guy he's still got acne. Like he looks like a kid. Like I didn't think he was 25. He looked like he was 18.
25 is still a good age to just take this as a lesson. Hope she stays around. This is going to be her test right now.
Yes.
You failed yours.
Yeah. Let's hope it's not a double F.
It's already a double F. He's going to jail.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he failed twice. This is going to be her supreme test, and it's going to be the biggest test of your guys' relationship, because if you make past this, I don't really know what else could be more challenging.
Right.
Because you guys made it through COVID, too.
Well, maybe. You don't know. They could have just met.
That's true. Then at that point, you guys should have given that some time.
Yeah.
That's
too
on
soon.
you.
Yeah. Well, good. Now you don't have the money for a wedding. So perfect. So charity worker Louis Crosby, 25, had naively converted his life savings into a bogus digital cash investment. Less than an hour after finding out that he had lost the lot in a con, he grabbed an unloaded air pistol and tried to hold up a local bodega-style store. Newscastle Crown heard this week.
Let's just go on it that this 25-year-old does not think things through.
Yeah, he seems to be, you know what, which is kind of what you ladies like. The romantic, spontaneous guy.
Yeah. We just hope we can have more control over his bank account so he doesn't do something like this.
He needed to be married at 22. Yeah.
At least, like, his life savings, they can't have amounted to too much at that point. As a charity worker?
As a charity. Okay, yeah, I'll buy it.
We know what his job is.
Yeah, that's fair. Plus, it was only an hour after. That's still kind of... I think he was still in shock.
Right, and that might work in his favor in court,
Where
since nobody got hurt.
Right, well, because it was a... What was it again?
Air rifle.
Air pistol.
Oh.
Unloaded, too, just in case he hit somebody with oxygen.
He made a really bad judgment call. I don't think he's a bad dude. This could make him into a bad dude because he's about to go to jail. And sometimes people come out harder than when they go in. In
all fairness, I think he kind of needs to be a little hardened up a little bit. He's a charity worker, which means that he has to... The mentality I feel like you have to have in order to be a charity worker is to believe everybody's story.
Yeah, you're supposed to put the ultimate trust in people.
Right, and you're supposed to have faith in humanity. And he had faith in this cryptocurrency, and it turned out to be bogus.
Yeah, so maybe the best thing he can get from going to prison is just learning that there's going to be some good in people and there's going to be some bad in people, and you got to figure out how to see it. Yeah.
So video footage showed him wearing all black with a scarf and sunglasses covering most of his face as he slowly walked up to the counter last November. "Give me the money. I have a gun," he reportedly warned. Ugh.
There was a guy that read about, how you can make a homemade invisible ink.
Sure.
Using lemon juice and stuff, like, in that regard.
I think you watched a movie with Nicolas Cage.
You're thinking of National Treasure, but there is a recipe for making invisible ink using lemon juice and stuff. And so this guy read about it online, decided he's going to rob a bank. So what he did is he just squeezed a whole bunch of lemons all over his face, thinking it was going to make his face invisible.
Oh.
And he walked in to rob the place. He went on the news for being he's notorious for being one of the dumbest criminals.
Yeah, dumb criminals. Mm-hmm. All right, noted. So
this kid did better than him.
Yeah, there you go. You wore a scarf.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 male staffers ignored the threat. I know. This he's a charity worker trying to hold up a place, so he probably sounds more like this. Give me the money. I have a gun.
Oh, he's probably a little shaky too.
Oh,
like a
yeah.
Chihuahua.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I would be.
Oh, gosh. That's
gosh. I don't know why you turn into a grandma all of a sudden.
I try not to cuss.
Oh, heavens to Betsy. Lord have mercy.
It makes me feel like I'm not making anyone's ears bleed out there in case they're a little touchy about cuss words. I will use them, but sparingly.
Oh. Thanks.
You're welcome, folks.
Well, my ears are now bleeding after that explanation.
Miss America, guys.
Yeah.
Miss America.
So 2 male staffers ignored the threat, locking away the cash, and then walked around and tackled him. I watched the video. Totally exactly what happened.
Oh, yeah.
They were like, 1 second, sir. And they, locked everything up. They opened a beer, drank. They high-fived, played a game of Yahtzee, then they walked around and beat his ass.
Oh.
So the footage showed Crosby desperately trying to get back outside of the store just for the coworkers to keep grabbing hold of him, eventually hauling him back inside for a citizen's arrest. He was panicked.
Yeah, I don't know if this girl's going to stick around, dude.
I don't think so.
Because you got to think she's the same age or younger.
I think she would have had he been successful in the robbery.
Yeah, like...
That's 2 L's in a row.
But that robbery, if it had gone well, it would have been a bad thing for him to learn to do.
Oh, yeah, later down the road.
Yeah, that would eventually explode.
But the immediate consequences, pretty nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're going to Vegas.
His balls feel huge, No? I guess you have no idea what that feeling feels like.
Yeah, I have no idea.
That's interesting. You ever felt... I'm trying to describe it without making...
It's okay. I don't feel a loss for this or anything.
You would if you knew what it felt like.
I think I'll survive.
Is there ever
we'll let the guys know what you're talking about.
Is there ever a moment where you feel like, man, that was womanly of me? Like I handled that to the pinnacle of womanness.
I guess. It's silly, but like when I get everything really organized and neat and everything, it's not like I'm like, man, I'm a woman. It's more like,
man, I feel like a woman.
Because it's got a negative connotation to talk about cleaning and putting your house together as being like, oh, the lady's supposed to do it. So it's a weird thing that happens nowadays where I don't try to concentrate on being like, I nailed that as a lady. It's more like, I did awesome today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
we don't tie it into being woman anymore.
Oh, okay. Because there's a negative connotation behind cleaning.
Yeah, as being just the housewife work.
Okay.
And it's not something I really care about, but I think it's just subconsciously worked its way.
Yeah, that's fair.
Into being what it is.
You don't want to be proud of the fact that you did this. Well,
I have great organization skills.
Yeah, you don't want to attribute that to being womanly. Yeah. It's just you. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
that is tough because guys have like I feel like a man when I like stand up against like smaller men.
I guess, and also I'm not a mother, and I think that's when womanhood really comes into play.
Mother bear,
yeah.
Nothing scarier than mother bear.
Yeah, exactly.
Except for
Papa Bear.
A lone white male in the darkness. No, Papa Bear's not really scary.
Papa Bear's supposed to be scary.
Papa Bear's not scary. Papa Bear's only scary
to the daughter's boyfriend.
I was gonna say to golden hair.
Oh, Goldilocks.
There we go.
Golden hair.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I feel like we got off topic.
Anything else on this guy?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. I was not expecting that.
So during the struggle, the store owner picked up a broken broom handle because he feared for his life. Prosecutors reportedly told the court hearing. I say bull. I watched the video. They weren't scared for their life. They casually walked around and they're like, we used to fear Taliban.
Okay, so the writer's trying to build suspense.
Well, no. This is what the guy said. Because they're going, well, why did you grab up this broom handle? He goes, well, I was afraid for my life. The guy had a gun.
He's getting ready to do his side work for closing early.
Yeah, he just starts sweeping around him. Could you flip him over? I need to get underneath him. So when cops arrived, Cosby initially claimed it had been a joke, the court was told.
Mm-hmm.
However,
I can get you out of other things.
Yeah, like graping. It's not true, guys. Don't try it. However, the first-time offender eventually admitted to attempted robbery and possessing a firearm, the Echo said. He wasn't thinking straight at the time because he had lost the money he had needed to wed a Singapore woman he'd met online.
Oh, he got scammed twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we got a ringer.
Yeah.
He went for a turkey.
I told you.
Oh, gosh. so many good lessons. Just, I hope you have enough time to absorb them in jail. Oh, gosh. This poor kid.
Yeah,
I hope
he's 25. He's a man.
he needs
I consider him a
needs
bastard. I go, that poor bastard.
he needs some good support right now. Some people to show him that strangers can still be trustworthy.
Yeah, he can't trust.
He needed this lesson, but I hope he just doesn't become a crazy recluse after this. Maybe just only really interact with things you can touch.
Yeah. Right. And so that's what I'm just going. What are you doing, bro?
Oh, that tickles me.
Yeah, gotcha.
Oh, gosh. Well, I mean, he was going to be scammed out of the money no matter what.
Right. So you got to be thinking that there's a Singapore man in Singapore right now.
Yeah.
Or maybe even in Singapore. Perhaps Thailand.
Yeah, who knows?
There's a man in Singapore right now going, damn it, somebody scammed my scam before.
Somebody else scammed me.
I got to get into cryptocurrency. This online dating thing is not what it used to be. They are losing all their money before they can give it to me.
Oh, man. So, yeah, if he just hadn't reacted, I don't know. Actually, yeah, jail might be the best thing for him.
Well,
take him away from a computer for a little bit. Maybe get yourself an education in there. And, oh, gosh, he's 25. That's unfortunate. He will get a record.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. You're young. You got this, kid.
Right. You keep saying kid. As soon as you get 29, all of a sudden you became like Obi-Wan Kenobi. Not even Old Ben. You're now Old Ben on Tatooine.
I know. 25 seems light years away right now. Well, also, he just...
It's
so
his actions.
Silly.
It's the actions that make you just kind of seem like, these are kind of naive thoughts.
No, because I can't judge him for it.
He's looking for love.
Yeah, and sometimes these type of things you don't really know until you've experienced the actual physical loss of what doing like something like cryptocurrency or a mail order bride.
Or giving away your social security number over the phone number.
Yeah, that was nice.
Over the phone.
That really was... not my best moment. So I feel for him.
That was light years ago. I was 28. It was a different me.
If you don't know what to look out for when being bamboozled, you're going to be bamboozled.
Yeah, you got to get bamboozled a couple of times before you realize certain things are a scam.
Yeah. I hope you come out stronger, sir.
Yeah, so let's see here. Ironically, the planned wedding had to be scrapped because of his arrest. However, the engagement is still on. He escaped getting locked up with his 2-year prison sentence suspended for 2 years, meaning he does not have to serve it behind bars if he remains out of trouble in that time. So he's not even going to jail. He's just got a 2-year little probation period.
Yeah, he's probably got no record before this.
Yeah, Judge Julie Clementson accepted that he had been in a state of mental turmoil when he committed the impulsive act in response to the loss of all of your savings. You must have been in a state of crisis to have acted in such a desperate manner, with thoughts swinging from taking your own life to committing financial crime to get yourself out of the situation. You know what? I really like this. I think this is a very fair...
yeah, I think they ruled well on this.
I think this judge did a great job of just going, you had a bad day.
Like a really, really, really bad day.
And then he heard about the Singapore bride thing, and he was like... And why did you need the money, sir? Because I'm getting married. And you're like, is your wife here? She's like, nah, she's in Singapore. He goes, I'm going to recommend just 2 years of probation. Your life is going to be rough.
Yeah. Like, I just hope this guy takes a good look at himself. Because, yeah, they gave him a very fair sentencing for this.
Yeah.
And, yeah, the one thing he needs to do himself a service is to just really, really reflect on all of this.
Yes. Maybe not be so charitable. There you go.
Yeah.
Not to say that.
Find you.
Well, maybe he is a charitable person.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, for scams. All right. Moving on. Poor guy's had enough.
I would say so.
There we go. Thank you. All right. So, let's see here. Ooh, California man kills coworker over alleged affair with wife.
Okay. All right.
You're probably thinking to yourself, it seems a little too cut and dry, Andrew. That's not our normal story for us.
No, you're wrong.
Oh.
I was picturing it.
Oh, okay. That's what's happening. I was watching him beat him to death inside my brain berry.
No, I was just trying to get the love triangle situated in my brain berry.
Okay, that took a couple seconds. So a triangle, that's a rhombus, diamond, square, half of that.
I'm a very picture-oriented person, so when I only just hear about things, it takes me a second to get an image together.
Fold the square. Triangle. There. I'm done. I'm ready. Alrighty.
Okay.
So a California man said he beat his coworker to death because he believed that the colleague was having an affair with his wife. Oof. Jose Gutierrez Rosales, 49, allegedly beat Hector Javier Costaneda Vasquez, 56, with an irrigation pipe while the two were working together on April 18th, according to details about the killing that were revealed last week. It's a little convenient that he gave your wife the pipe. And
I see what you did there.
And you gave him the pipe.
Oh. Irrigation pipe. I thought I would have pictured an irrigation pipe being on the larger side. But I guess I assume it's
like hose
baseball bat size.
No, I was assuming. I think irrigation pipe, and I think hose thickness.
Oh, okay.
So something that you can just.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So we were there picking up the pipes. He said to Kern County Sheriff's investigators, citing, "I ate about 2 tacos and I felt my body like strange, and then all of a sudden I grabbed the pipe and I just started going at him."
So it was the tacos.
That it was the tacos that gave it. He goes, "Whose curly is this?" Hector.
Not enough to be in my wife, but you're in my food?
Yeah. This is egregious. That's pretty funny. You're the only ginger Mexican I know, bro.
Yeah, maybe not do a level 5 hot sauce next time.
Yeah. So this is for getting involved with my family, Gutierrez Rosales reportedly said as he told Vasquez as he kept hitting him. The victim was pronounced dead at the scene. He suffered facial fractures and cuts to his face and back of his head. Ugh.
That's how hard he hit him.
Yeah. Several of Vasquez's teeth were also knocked out, according to KGET.
What's weird is he tied in the taco talk.
Yeah, it's just weird to do it during lunch.
Yeah. Nobody's
at work and they're just going...
You can't beat someone on an empty stomach.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It was a crime of passion. There was no planning, but it was stupid.
Well, maybe. It's just weird that it would... So he already knew about it while he was at work.
Right.
So he's sitting down eating lunch, and he's eating some tacos. And if I was a guy... Mm-hmm. If I was a guy...
Yeah, if you were a guy.
If only I was a boy. If I was a guy in that situation, I don't think I would have packed tacos for lunch after a man slept with my wife and he sits right next to me during lunch. I probably wouldn't sit next to the guy.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be... Yeah, I don't think I'd have much of an appetite in general. I don't know. After you've already worked majority of the day
so wait, all you're
with
saying
this coworker.
All you're saying, hang on real quick, sorry. You're saying that all I have to do for you not to eat is to have an affair? 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah, and a bunch of other things.
Yeah, I figured.
A lot of other things.
All right,
your world will turn upside down when I'm through with you.
Oh, okay. You got a little Hatfield and McCoy there on me.
I did. What was I saying before I was so rudely interrupted?
I wouldn't have an appetite.
Nah, I'd gone on to another thought.
All right, sorry then. Let's see. Gutierrez Rosales.
Oh, I remembered.
Right?
No, I wouldn't. After I've already worked partially through the day with him, I would have already stomached enough to be like, all right, I'll get through the later half of this.
Right.
Anyways.
Perfect. So Gutierrez Rosales claimed his coworkers made fun of him over the alleged affair before he carried out the attack. Yeah, he's eating tacos and his friends made fun of him for
it had nothing to do with the tacos. Leave the tacos alone.
Well, it probably did, right? Because his friends are like, "Oh, you're eating your wife's tacos. Hey, so did
oh.
Yeah, so did Urman. What's his name again? Hector. Hector enjoyed your wife's tacos too, man.
Yeah,
so I could see that, dude.
I could see that being very infuriating.
Infuriating? So you feel inferior and you're upset.
Infuriating? There we go.
Infuriating.
I already said it.
No, you said infuriating.
That's what I said.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
Infuriating.
See you.
I'll leave it alone. Okay.
He argued they provoked all of this, but it remained unclear if he was even married, according to court documents. The news station reported an unidentified woman told authorities she and the Gutierrez Rosales were in a 3-month relationship but stopped seeing each other before the killing. She mentioned he had anger issues. No. Well, all right. Yeah, I believe that.
Maybe he shouldn't have dated his coworker afterwards.
Witnesses and coworkers pointed to Gutierrez Rosales as the killer, and he was arrested on April 28th. After Vasquez's death, Gutierrez fled in his car but eventually abandoned the vehicle and began walking to Bakersfield. He asked God for forgiveness and started cutting himself with a box cutter. He told investigators if he wanted to run, he would have escaped to Mexico. I'm going to own up to it like a man, he reportedly said.
After the minor run away.
Yeah, it was a quick panic run.
Yeah, that's fair. Gather your thoughts. Realize what you did.
So I
realize you're probably not going to get away with it.
So what do you think? Do you think it was actually his wife?
I think they probably saw themselves in a very intimate relationship. I don't know if they ever became government official.
Oh, no. So they didn't become government official, but what a lot of people will do...
I know. Or are you saying it for the audience?
What do you know?
I know a lot of people just don't marry them so that they can get supplementary checks from the government for just having a bunch of kids while being unwed.
No, that wasn't what I was going to say. I was going to say, you hear that? It's like I have a little like a whistle in my nose.
Okay, Andrew's got nothing else to say, guys.
Whatever.
I do think they were in an intimate relationship, probably to the point where they would call themselves married. But when he became really aggressive and she realized she had no real ties to him on paper, they probably broke it off.
Yeah. So it wasn't even his wife.
Yeah.
That's a little bit. You can't. That's too much. For a girlfriend,
Oh, to
kill
you wouldn't kill someone for a girlfriend.
I couldn't understand killing somebody over a girlfriend. Over a wife, maybe. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Well, no, I could see it, but because that's a life you're ruining. Girlfriend, 3 months, 5 months, whatever you ruin, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving along.
Yep.
So, UK troops filmed having orgy at barracks, barred from NATO deployment.
Oh, UK, huh?
UK, United Kingdom.
All right. That's what happens when you let girls into the army, or was it all male?
It was all male.
Whoa.
Well, hang on. It had nothing to do with the female military personnel, but there was a woman in there, but they're all males.
Wow, that's crazy. So it was a
civil
all-guy orgy?
No, it was they brought a female into the barracks.
Okay, I understand.
So hundreds of British paratroopers were banned from a NATO deployment after videos surfaced of an orgy with a civilian woman in the barracks that had some soldiers watching on, according to reports.
Which, by the way, I have no problem with ladies in the military. Just want to say that out there. I just think it's a funny joke.
What? Oh, the ladies in the military thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a crazy move to pull.
Yes, it is. So 8 paratroopers serving in the UK's 16 Air Assault Brigade were under police investigation over a video of them having sex with a civilian woman who had been snuck into the Merville Barracks in Colchester. It was revealed earlier this month. The woman had been snuck into the barracks as many as 31 times over the past 5 months, according to the Times of London.
Okay. Wow, that's
a lot.
Yeah.
Good Lord, lady.
You guys are just basically just like, all right, we're going to take away their toy now.
Yeah, that's and they get very upset when you do that.
There's no way. 31 times? Rumors had been circulating way before then.
Yeah, I think it's
time number 2.
Oh, I didn't know that there was a new sexually transmitted disease called rumor. So the UK's new head of the army, General Sir Patrick Sanders, told his generals and commanding officers in a letter he would not risk the mission or the reputation of the British Army by sending the troops abroad. Yeah, they're having way too much sex.
Yeah, it's just when you can't even really, when you have them on base and they can't even follow protocol, what can you believe in when they're
you're not going to send
out
them
on the field?
Yeah, that's like dating somebody that cheat on you, and then you go, we're going to make this a long-distance relationship, and I have faith.
You got this.
No. So the UK's... Oh, yeah, we already did that. Although military police ultimately determined that no crime was committed.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad it wasn't against her will. Kind of guessed that from the 31 times.
Yeah. Sanders reportedly said that in the letter that the incident could have appeared to denigrate women and was against the Army's values. Listen, this lady's doing it to herself.
Yeah, all us girls have seen this type of girl before, and if that's how she wants to live her life, that's her. She's a strong, independent woman. Yeah. I mean, that's the lingo now.
Right, I get it. That's what you're supposed to say.
The cool thing.
Right, you're still running for Miss America.
I'm always running for Miss America.
There we go. So my message to the Army is clear. Our license to operate is founded on trust and confidence, and we must hold ourselves to the highest standards, Sanders wrote. He added that such behavior is unacceptable, corrosive, and detrimental to the Army's reputation. I don't know if that does anything for me for to the Army's reputation.
Yeah.
If they had named this woman, I would definitely think way worse of her than I would the military.
No, I think it's good they didn't disclose her name.
Right, I agree. But what I'm saying is this looks way worse for the lady, not for the soldiers.
I would say I think it's a pretty even slate for me.
Really?
They're on par with each other.
Why would you say that?
Because she became the ultimate salute. She's got that. That's where her category is reigning supreme. And then we just got a whole bunch of horny guys where I don't think they're listening to orders well, and the people that are giving orders care enough. That's where I've categorized them in my mind.
Because they snuck a woman into the barracks?
Yeah, I don't think it's she came willingly. It's not like they stole her away in the middle of the night.
Sometimes more than once.
Yeah, and so I it's not like these guys did anything against her will or anything like that. Yes, it's a little bit weird that it was a primarily guy orgy. Not that I'm judging that. It's just a little bit weird.
Most orgies are primarily guy.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh. I always thought they kind of kept it fair.
No. That's colleges.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's they don't have an admissions person going in here going, well, we're up to 30 and 30, but all right, let's let one more in. What the heck?
Okay, that's fair. But you kind of expect it from just a all-male group of guys that all sleep, shower, and do everything together, that they're going to take part in this together as well.
Probably brought them closer as a unit.
They are quite the team.
They are now Eskimo bros.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Truly bonded.
Could not get any closer.
The blood bond wasn't enough.
So who would you be more likely to have over for dinner? One of those soldiers or the chick that they brought in?
I don't know.
You do know. You just won't say it.
I would have to meet them. I'm not going to make this... I'm not going to make this off of their actions. I want to meet them personally.
I'm not going to judge somebody based on the things that they do.
It's just...
That's a crazy statement.
She might be a very nice lady that has a very high sex drive.
And has custom knee pads. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know which one would be better, honestly. Because what if these guys are just a whole bunch of just bros that, like, the worst kind of bro you can be? And she turns out just to be the nicest hoe you could ever meet.
So, in that incident, so for the example that you just gave, they would have to be the worst, and she would have to be the best in order for it to balance out.
So. I guess that speaks more than I had meant it to.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I would probably invite over one of the guys.
Right.
Because I get jealous easily. So I usually don't like inviting over whimsical ladies.
Who get trained. Not like these guys are getting trained.
She's on her own regiment.
Yes, she is. I mean, who gets a callus on their tongue? Like,
no.
Oh, was that too far?
That wasn't on the report. Yeah. You know it.
We know it. Trust me. All right. Moving.
Okay, I was about to say.
Oh, what were you going to say? Moving on?
No, I was to say, is there anything more?
No, that's all. It's finished. So, a London man. A lot of UK guys today. A London man jailed for 2 years after stalking 121 victims and writing a rape list.
21 years?
2 years.
2 years, okay.
After stalking 121 people. Victims, is what they say.
That's a super scary dude. But he hasn't committed a crime that they know of, so I understand that they this is all they could give him.
Yeah, it was stalking.
Yeah.
Bit of a...
It is. But, it's also just a public place, too. What they're probably trying to do is they're probably trying to put him in jail for 2 years while they get even more, and try to find some actual victims.
Is that what they do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if they have someone that's, like, this disturbed and seems like they could have already attacked or they're going to soon.
Like how they got Capone on tax fraud?
Yeah, exactly. They'll find a way to put them away for a little bit while they try to build the case about the real thing they're trying to put them away from.
All right.
Because in a lot of places you can't be tried twice for the same crime.
Makes sense.
And then the other places, unless you find some new evidence.
Gotcha. So a London man was jailed for 2 years and 8 months after stalking at least 121 victims and writing a rape list. Vishal Vijapura, I don't know why I gave it that fun little accent, 28, was found guilty on 7 counts of stalking after he paid over $600 for online services to find his victims' personal details, including their home addresses and phone numbers, and shared his findings online. Really?
I hate that these websites exist.
Oh, yeah. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
And but what a bargain. $600 for 121 victims.
Right? No, I can't. He had to have selected his favorites.
So what is that? That's so it's like $5.80 per.
Well, we don't know if he
stalking
searched
victim?
for the whole list. It probably was a few individuals.
Well, no, he does most of his work from home.
Right, but $600 is too little amount for 121.
Maybe.
It is.
How would you know that?
Because I recently listened to another true crime.
You're very vehement about this.
No, I just I recently, actually, just last night, there was this
stalked somebody new, and it cost me. Maybe it's inflation. I don't know, but it does not cost that. It costs way more.
There was this football star, this American football star, who had this girlfriend who got pregnant, who was gunned down. Anyways, he also slept around with a whole bunch of other women, and turns out the lady that went after his girlfriend the police found out that she had paid to find out information on him, on all these girls, and so she also paid around $600, a couple $100, and from that point, a couple $100 to $600 to find out about the other woman he was sleeping with. So if this guy is searching for a 121 woman, you would think it'd be more. It would be substantially more.
Okay.
That's how I got that equation done.
We are all right there with you. So he used the details he found to intimidate victims by telling them private information about themselves during his string of attacks. My aunt used to do stuff like this. Not the stalking, but what she would do is she was a... what's the word I'm looking for? She was a like a seer, a
soothsayer.
Well, not a soothsayer, but she was a psychic.
Okay.
Right, and so over the phone, right, and so what she would do is she would just pay for one of these online services, right, and they'd be like, "Hey, I'm such and such," and so she'd get it'd be like $1 a minute to talk to her, right, and so the first 30 minutes is just her talking about things that you did in the past, or things that you did, right? And because she would look it up as she's talking to you, and she'd pay for all this stuff, and and then she'd get them to call back and tell them what they were in past lives. And that's my aunt, in a nutshell.
Yeah. Hopefully your business is still prospering after you let the cat out of the bag.
I didn't give away her...
That's true. Yeah.
Her fake name.
Yeah, I just couldn't trust a psychic on phone.
No, you must be very powerful. I need you to be the most powerful psychic I've ever seen in my entire life. So.
Yeah, like if you are able to be a psychic on the phone, I would at least hope I'd have to go through a secretary first before getting to you, because you're getting so many phone calls for how good you are.
I want you to
at your
be
job.
on wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Vijapura even wrote an alarming post on social media titled, "Why Rape is Better Than Sex," police said.
Okay. Yeah. I'd imagine a disturbed individual like him would think that.
Yeah, why? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because one of them I've never had. You're like, is it the sex? You're like, yeah.
I just don't know how to relate to him.
That's why rape is better, because I don't know sex.
Well.
So his obsession with combing through potential victims' information didn't stop there. Vijapura created elaborate spreadsheets, or as he likes to call it, foreplay. He categorized with various personal details, including the names, home addresses, date of births, phone numbers, names of relatives, and social media handles of the people he sought out, according to the UK's Crown Prosecution Service. Vishal Vijapura carried out a shocking, truly frightening, and vicious campaign of stalking against a number of victims, said Helen Shaw. She's a prosecutor with the Crown Service. Crown Court. His conduct involved hiding behind a screen and anonymously using social media to threaten to inflict extreme and graphic sexual violence upon his victims.
Something tells me this individual did not have a job.
No. I would agree. So, well, no, I would say he has a job. It's probably tech based.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So according to police, Vijapura paid an ancestry website to find out more details about his victims' backgrounds and their relatives. Oh,
that's a weird one. I don't know. Like, what do you think he would need with that information?
Well, I think it's part of his foreplay.
Oh, so it's for him.
Yeah. I think he just likes to have, like...
all the information on individuals.
That he can figure out. That's why I don't want to use that Ancestry.com crap, because they hold onto your information and then they sell it to whoever wants it.
Yeah.
See, this is who they're selling this crap to. I mean, I'm more worried about, like, corporations and stuff like that, who they're selling that information to.
But also this individual that has
apparently
121 person rape list.
For less than $600.
Yeah.
This guy can accurately demean me based on my genetics.
Yeah.
And that's not worth that.
Mm-hmm.
Not to me.
Nope. I don't need to know where it came from.
Yeah. Just need to know where I'm going.
That's the truth. Get that tatted somewhere.
It sounded like a salsa commercial. Remember those old Pace commercials where it would just show hands? Like old white man hands, and he's just like cracking a pepper.
Yeah.
And he's like, Pace.
That's all I needed.
Yeah, and you're like, doesn't matter where the history of the universe comes from. Just matters where your next bite is. Pace. And you're like, hey, it works. I don't get it.
Yeah, you sold it well. I really want some Pace salsa right now.
Yeah. I'm salivating. So he then took his planned out attacks a step further and messaged the victims directly by firing off lewd texts. In one of the texts he sent, Vijaypura threatened a victim by saying he would film himself raping her and then post it online. A romantic.
Yeah, he's a keeper.
Yeah, I would say so, in jail.
Mm-hmm.
So in another, he told the victim he would make her completely unconscious. That's when I do my best work.
I don't know if that just means he's going to hit her over the head.
Yeah.
Or he's that good.
I don't think that's what he's talking about. Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, he's a very delusional man who is adept at technology. It's a horrible combination.
Yeah. So police discovered his disturbing essays describing the in-depth sexual abuse and rape fantasies he sent to some of his victims. In a desperate bid to avoid losing contact with his potential victims, Vijaypura created at least 28 different social media accounts between June 2020 and January 2021. This is only 7 months.
I don't know how much he really works.
Yeah. So once blocked by the person he was everybody needs a hobby. Once blocked by the person he was attempted to contact with, he would simply start messaging them on another account. See, that's when I would just get off social media. I'd go, is liking my friend's picture of a quiche really worth the rape threats?
Depends on the quiche.
Depends on the rape threats.
Truth.
Yeah. They even brought your quiche into it. I just can't do it anymore. I'm sorry.
It had feta in it. It was delicious.
Yeah. He knew about the crumble. You're like, all right, lady. Yeah, see, that's why I don't know. Social media, is it really worth it? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Are we really happier as a society with social media? I haven't seen signs that prove that. So his crimes came to light in January of 2021 when his victims filed official complaints to police after he published a list of women's names along with an essay explaining why they should be raped. I was a college student. He wrote an essay. Why they should be raped. I'm going to put each one of them into a 5-paragraph essay, which the introduction statement will give 3 reasons as to why.
Yeah. Well, we don't know if it was written well. So.
I want to read it. I tried to find it. I could not find it.
Oh, I'm sure they're trying to keep that out of the system for any other crazy people that would love to read it.
I know, but I just want to see how this guy's brain works.
That's fair.
So that way I can look out for people who are doing other essays on child abduction.
Something tells me that when you read one of those, you'll know.
I don't know. Wild child abduction is better than birth. Giving birth.
Yeah, the title doesn't give it away.
Yeah, I tried to also find his thing about why rape is better than sex thing. Couldn't find that thing either.
Yeah, it might have gotten blacklisted.
It might have.
You need to figure out how to get on that dark web.
Yeah, but then who knows what that'll open up inside of me. So that's not worth it.
Yeah.
So in a desperate bid to avoid losing contact with the... Oh, yeah, we already did that. So cops were able to locate him using his IP address, and he was soon arrested. The internet, there we go, is now a safer place with future proofing against ongoing offending from this man in the form of a custodial sentence. This kind of criminality is dangerous and offensive and will absolutely not be tolerated, said Detective Inspector Paul Smith. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's for the best. In the past, individuals of this nature have been known to kind of spiral into even worse crimes. So, and it sounds like he was well on his way.
Yeah, it sounded like he was close. I agree with the sentiment that once you stalk 121 women and you write a essay that says why rape is better, and then you actually give a paragraph or two as to why each one of them deserves to get raped.
Yeah, I'm no professional at this, but
yeah, I think you're close.
2 and 2 is 4.
Right now you're just in school and you're messing around with the idea.
Yeah.
But soon you're going to graduate. All right. Well, let's keep it going.
Okay.
All right. So, a 73-year-old man held hiking couple at gunpoint and put a leash on the woman.
Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, the only thing scarier would be a 63-year-old man or a 53-year-old man or a 43 all the way down to 13-year-old.
Do you think he just felt that this was his last chance to do his fantasies?
No, I think this is what happens when men grow up without social media and aren't able to put their why rape is better online. This guy has just managed, I think he's just been a creep his entire life.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah,
and he found that instead of getting lost in the computer, he'd get lost in the woods.
Yeah, he goes, I don't know how to use this social media mumbo jumbo.
Yeah.
But what I do know is how to put a leash on a lady.
All right, so that'd be so terrifying as just a couple just going on a nice nature hike, and then this frail old man, he probably had or he's probably not frail, but he probably played into being frail.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I would have just picked a trail. I would have been like, okay, we'll go this direction, and it's just downhill.
That on the knees.
Yeah.
The old guy just goes, joke's on you, I got my knee replacement. Da-da-da-da.
He puts a leash. They start going uphill, so that's why he put the leash on her. He's like, hang on, get away, guys. Oh, God.
I lost my guide dog, so you're going to have to do.
I'd be a little irritated at you if you got leashed and then couldn't break out of the grip strength of a 73-year-old man.
I would agree with you, because I would think for the most gentlemen at that age, I should be able to at least pull them off balance to be able to break their grip on the leash.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I could think is that maybe he had a weapon of some kind that he was able to threaten the other individual with and hold him hostage.
Oh yeah, no. He had a gun.
Okay. Right,
because otherwise you're not looking at your man like a man anymore. If a 73-year-old man with a leash comes up to you and you go, do whatever you want. Is it retractable?
Gotcha. You're mine now.
Yeah. Oh my God, he's got a retractable leash. Oh God, I didn't even see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyways, let's find out what he did. So a 73-year-old man faces charges that he abducted a couple hiking in Jefferson County at gunpoint and put a nylon leash on the woman.
So that's a good leash.
Nylon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nylon's good. So Carrie Inslee is charged with kidnapping and menacing after the incident on Friday, June 17th, the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office said in a news release. A hiker called 911 at 8:10 a.m. to report seeing someone holding two hikers, a man and a woman, at gunpoint on a trail, the release said. 8:10 a.m. on Friday.
Thank goodness that other hiker saw them.
Yeah.
And thank goodness for cell phones.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So the husband and wife later told deputies they had passed but we hate social media. Cell phones, we like.
Gosh, it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, it is. So the husband and wife later told... That's a 73-year-old I would respect. Somebody with a double-edged sword. I put
No, I would see him and be like, okay, you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
I go, put the leash on.
Andrew, we're running downhill. I don't care about your knees. Let's go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks. So let's see, where was I? The husband and wife later told deputies they had passed a man appearing to tie his shoes on the trail when he confronted them with a handgun and took them captive, sheriff's official said. They recognized Inslee, who had tried to disguise himself as their abductor, the release said. Deputies said Inslee has a history of harassing the woman.
Oh, so he knew her.
Yeah. Otherwise, how is he going to get the right collar? To go with her eyes.
Oh, that's creepy. Oh, so he is really a stalker.
Yeah, this is old-fashioned stalker versus the new age guy.
Yeah, he doesn't have a list of 121.
So, right.
He does have a leash that
But he has
matches
a leash.
her eyes.
He has a leash. So Inslee ordered the woman to the ground, then put a nylon leash around her neck. Authorities said he began to lead the couple away, but the man wrestled his gun away. Good job, man.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, you're not a man if you can't beat up a 73-year-old.
And
I know
he had
has...
to actually, the 73-year-old had to know her. Like, they had to, I would think they, for the most part, had a conversation or two. And she was probably just like, oh, I'm talking to this nice old man. He's kind of weird. But he's up there.
Yeah. It's nice. Well... Yeah, I guess. And he had to have known that they were going to be going into those woods at 8:10 in the morning.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. So the couple ran away and encountered deputies responding to the 911 call. The deputies found Inslee a short distance away. Well, that's because he was lost, and he's a 73-year-old man in the woods.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but there's just nothing... I guess I'm not picturing like a Sylvester Stallone 73 or an Arnold 73. I'm picturing like a my dad at 69. And I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he's got probably the most physical prowess. But
No.
he could be fit if he's like a hiker. I just don't know if he was just in the woods for this lady this one time or if he had actually first met them hiking. Maybe it used to be just his, I don't know, his hobby.
I just want to know what happened to the gun. Or not the gun, the dog that the leash came on.
I don't think it ever had one.
Oh, well, that's nice. He bought a new one. Yeah. So Inslee, it sounds like, Inslee, like our governor.
Yeah, that's why I keep I kind of cringe every time.
It's not our governor it's not the governor of Washington.
Nope.
This guy's name is Inslee.
Oh.
Inslee. But
Okay.
I'm assuming it's Inslee. Pulled a stun gun from his waistband and pointed it at the deputies. One deputy fired a shot but missed Inslee while another hit him with a taser. Inslee was arrested and taken to a hospital after complaining of pain from the taser. Who cares what you think?
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think there's a lot of people that are really looking out for you right now, dude.
No, I'm not sympathetic towards this guy's plight. All right. Well, moving on, and we've got one more story for you guys.
One more story.
Today.
Will be okay. All right.
Pennsylvania wife accused of killing and burning husband on the back porch. And she looks exactly like somebody you would assume would kill and burn her husband. And
I was thinking you could probably or not get away with it, but I could see it being pulled in Pennsylvania.
In Pennsylvania? What do you think?
Any state with enough backwoods.
If you had to describe what a woman who would kill her... Hang on. Let's read through the story, and then I'll show you a picture of the lady. But before that, you'll try to describe what she looks like, because it is... When people say that we didn't evolve from monkeys, I would show you an image of this lady.
Okay, because I was picturing a lumberjack woman.
It's very lumberjack-esque.
Yeah,
it's like
any lady that's really comfortable with large bonfire, campfire things, which is, I would assume you'd need something that big to attempt to burn a body. You would think they're pretty outdoorsy and pretty stocky.
Right, by the hairs of my Chinny-Chin-Chin. And that'll be funny later when you see the picture.
Yeah, I do want to see her.
So, a Pennsylvania woman has been arrested for allegedly murdering her retired deputy sheriff husband and then burning his naked body on the back porch. Evelyn Zigarelli Henderson, 66, was charged with criminal homicide, aggravated arson, and arson over her 84-year-old husband Carmen Henderson's grisly death last Thursday.
That is crazy. So, I wonder what her end plan was, because maybe she didn't plan to kill him. But how did she think she was going to get away with this? Was she just going to say that she put him in a retirement home?
I don't know.
Okay, I just didn't know if the article
Got that far?
alluded to that.
Yeah, you see. So authorities discovered the gruesome scene after the wife, who is a former political candidate in Dauphin County, called 911 to say she thought her husband of 30 years, and her whole slogan was, "Only you can fight forest fires." Called 911 to say that she thought her husband of 30 years had set himself on fire.
Oh, no, she's a dum-dum.
According to a criminal complaint. Zigarelli Henderson allegedly changed her story repeatedly when questioned by investigators about her husband's death.
She didn't listen to her husband about a lot of his days at work, I'm guessing.
No, just stewed over things.
Yeah.
Well, she is also 20 years younger.
Yeah.
18 years younger, but still.
Still, that's a good chunk of change.
Good chunk of change. So she initially claimed it was suicide and then allegedly said her husband had accidentally set himself alight after smoking a cigar on the porch.
That doesn't make any sense, lady.
Nobody's burning themselves to death unless they're, well...
rolling around in gasoline.
Well, what I was going to say was unless they're like an advocate for something.
Oh, yeah.
I see a lot of people set themselves... Not a lot of people, but I see people set themselves on fire to prove a point. Like Tiananmen Square.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But a cigar lighting a whole individual on fire doesn't add up. Unless it had some sort of igniter.
Well, plus
that accidentally came into play.
Dude man's naked.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be... So there's nothing flammable on him.
Yeah, it's... Humans don't burn easy.
Unless he's just...
Or bodies in general of any organism.
Right. So let's see here. When inspecting the victim's body, authorities said that they spotted fly larvae in his mouth and nostrils, indicating he had been dead for a while.
Yeah. Oh, man. She really did not pay attention to any of his work.
No. It wasn't immediately clear when Henderson died, and authorities haven't released his exact cause of death. Zigarelli Henderson allegedly admitted to delaying her 911 call, but couldn't explain why she did it. Authorities said the couple were in a debt after the wife allegedly said she'd blown all their savings on vacation homes and indulgent activities like day spas, which I find hilarious because this is what she looks like.
Whoa. That's
Describe to the people what you're seeing right now.
She looks like a female version of the scientist from Back to the Future.
And a beard.
She has a beard?
Yeah, you don't see that?
I can't see it. It looks like a glare from where I'm at because she's all white haired, guys. Very pale skin too. Oh my gosh, she has
a goatee.
Yeah, guys, this is a pretty it doesn't have the up and down stem of the goatee, but her whole chin is completely covered with hair. Yeah, those spas
are not
robbed her.
Yeah. You should get your money back because you were not properly taken care of.
That is... It looks like she brushed her beard, guys. It's a groomed beard.
Yeah.
Like, you wish you could grow that.
That I can grow that.
No, you have more hair than she does. But... You do.
You're a jerk.
I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying that's how much hair she has. It was nothing on you.
No, it's a healthy amount.
It's healthy amount, and it's weirdly long.
Yeah,
it's weirdly coarse and long, guys.
It's been a while since she's done that, right?
Oh, that would be so painful to pluck.
Well, you wouldn't pluck it. You would just shave it.
Ladies pluck.
Okay.
Or just do a nice big wax. Whoosh. Actually, that might be where all our money went.
Yes, is trying to control that beard.
That's really... Excuse me, peoples.
Beard hair. Yeah.
Seriously, if you guys have some time to look up this lady's picture.
Her name is Zigarelli Henderson. That's Zigerelli Henderson.
Yeah. Like she could have played the role of Scrooge with her looks.
Yes.
In Carol Before Christmas. Or is it Nightmare Before Christmas?
I don't know what you're talking about anymore.
Christmas Carol. There it is.
Yeah.
Figured it out.
All right. So authorities said the couple were in debt. Oh, yeah. Zigarelli Henderson said that they had owed $40,000 on a second mortgage, and their sheriff's office were going to seize the property. The wife also allegedly admitted her husband, who retired as a Dauphin County Chief Deputy Sheriff in 1995, had a $10,000 life insurance policy.
Well, that wasn't going to cut it.
No, it wasn't. So that doesn't make any sense. Like, why'd you... I feel like you would have made more off of him if you just kept him alive for Social Security.
Yeah, she's a lady that you would wear the shirt "I'm with stupid" next to.
And she wouldn't get it?
Yeah.
Well, what's weird, too, is her husband, well-shaved.
Well, she stole all the razors.
Yeah.
Or I guess he did. I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy. So
did he look effeminate?
No, this is him right here.
Oh. Yeah, he looks like anyone's granddad.
Right.
Looks like he likes fishing.
Right. Yeah. But well-shaved, no beard, wife with a beard.
Gosh, that was shocking. That's the most hair I've seen on a chin of a lady.
Yeah.
And it wasn't one of those circus freaks.
Right. This was...
Carnies.
Right. I'm sorry for judging you this way. I mean, I know you... There's worse things about you than your bearded chin.
When you murder someone...
We're allowed to make fun of your chin hair?
Yeah.
All right.
I think so.
I think it's a fair statement there, Mel.
I'm not going after humanity, because clearly that's gone. That's a lost cause.
Right.
I'm going to go after the petty stuff.
Like the hairs on your Chinny-Chin-Chin. Alrighty, guys. Well, that's all we've got for you guys today.
Oh, yeah. It was a funny one.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in to another fantastic episode of Sheep. And as always,
stay classy out there, everyone.
there you go.